Designing a strip till system. I've had a couple people say that they're interested in the strip till, but they just don't know how they would implement it to their farm. Designing a strip till system is very simple. Very simple. Look at your soil. How does your soil respond to a shank unit or a coulter unit? What would you need? Are you currently running a primary tillage in the fall with a big shank unit? And then in the spring, a couple passes with some diggers and a broadcast spreader. Strip till is simple. You got a mechanical side to engage the soil, and if you want, you have the nutrient side. Nutrient management and strip till go together so well, so natural fit. It is funny what a simple program can really be. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, a small farmer, you'd really like to go there because you got to tighten up your belt a little bit. You got to get more out of each acre. Companies like Blue Jet, you can get components of a strip till. Yetter, Hinneker will sell you a complete row unit. They're very good row units. But Blue Jet, if you've got a set of old trash whips and an old toolbar out there, well, Blue Jet, you just buy their spring pack with whatever shank you need to fit your program, and maybe you buy their closing discs or you make your own, and their conditioner, or you make your own. But you can get the components individually to build your own unit on a budget. It can be as simple as finding an old hay rack in the field, putting a tank on it, and a basic sprayer control system to run the liquid. Or you're a large enough operation, you can afford to go buy the air cart or the big liquid tank and a complete turnkey package. You do not have to have RTK steering. You do not have to have any auto steering. On a beginning entry-level piece, you bet I would buy a small, if you're on 12 row, get a 6-row unit that just goes on the 3-point of the tractor with some marker arms, and just drive that way, take your time, do a good job, and plant on top of it. Personally, if I was a large operation doing conventional tillage right now, I would look at, okay, in the fall, I'm going to get rid of my disc ripper program. I'm just going to go out there with a ripper stripper, make my fall strips with my P and K, but I'm going to run my P and K at a reduced rate, and I'm going to swath control it, and I'm going to variable rate control it. So I'm having massive savings right there. And come springtime, instead of 2 passes with a digger and 1 pass with a broadcaster in between, I'm just going to take 1 pass with my ripper or with the strip freshener and an old hay rack with a tank on holding some liquid nitrogen, and I'm going to chase across that field at a tremendously faster pace than I ever would with a big digger making several passes. And then I'm going to be right there behind with the planter. And we're just going to move across these acres very efficiently. It's that simple. It is only complicated if you make it complicated. If your mindset is intrigued by strip till, then by all means look for it. Find people that are doing it, that have been down that road. Maybe they've had a few failures, but they're still doing it, which means they've learned from their failures. If you want to go to the coffee shop and just talk with the other guys saying strip till, no till don't work here because it's too cold, it's too wet, it's too hot, it's too dry, we're too far north, we're too far south, then stay at the coffee shop. I am not here to talk to you. I'm not here to convert anybody or switch anybody's minds. You do what you got to do. But if you are slightly interested in it, you see some effects from it, you've read it in the farm magazines, and you're like, I wonder what it is. Talk to these companies. These companies will gladly work with you. Yes, they want your money, but they want you to succeed so they can keep selling to you. They're not the enemy. I mean, that's just how business works. They will gladly work with you. If you called up these companies and say, I'm really interested in this, can I get a 4-row or a 6-row unit out here on my 3-point to demo for a field just to see what it does? I can't see these companies not saying yes, but maybe they will. Maybe they will turn you down, but whatever. Work with the companies, find a local guy that can help you do some strips and some fertilizer management and stuff like that. Pick a field. You don't have to convert the whole farm over. That's probably the last thing you want to do, is take a field, strip it for 5 years, and do the micromanagement of fertilizer inputs and see where that one pencils out and where your current program pencils out. Look at the soil health after 5 years. Look at the yield versus the inputs and all that kind of stuff. Look at your soil tests and soil structure. And the I can't, after going down this hole, after having a couple struggles and learning from them struggles and seeing the success of it, I can't imagine ever going back to full-scale tillage just because of them mindsets that are ingrained in us. I find that very funny. But the benefits are there. It works. It's a simple program. Start making phone calls, start looking into it, do research on your own ground, what's going to fit your farm, your budget, your soil, and take it from there, because it can be a good system. It is a very simple system. It's very adaptable from heavy clay to light sand in the same field. It works. It works well, and I don't know how else to say how simple it is and how good it works, and the massive positives versus the random negative. I don't even know what a guy could come up with a negative against strip till if you're doing conventional till. I don't know. If there is a conventional tiller that can come up with a negative to strip till, I'd like to hear a reasonable negative, because I cannot fathom it. And so I will end right here with that, but keep moving forward and do your research and make it a success.